Good evening once again, everybody, and welcome to the first game of our Guilderland Basketball Doubleheader here on the GHS Media YouTube channel. Our first game today features girls basketball, and it's going to be the visiting LaSalle Cadets taking on the Guilderland Lady Dutch. Today is February 17th, 2026. I'm Sean Cunningham. For today's game, LaSalle comes in with a record of 10-9 on the season. As for the Lady Dutch, they're 3-16, looking to capitalize. Both teams looking to capitalize their end of their regular seasons on a high note here as we get set to go for the opening tip-off. As Cameron Kyle for the Lady Dutch will line up against Kate Galuli, top scorer for LaSalle, playing her first game in over a month for these cadets. So referees get set. And the tip-off won by LaSalle, and we are underway here in Guilderland. As in control right now, Liv Madison for the Cadets. She gets it over now to Moira Goluski, and down low, a quick pass, and a score for two from Madison. And the Cadets off to an early start. Now the Lady Dutch will look to counter with their offense here as Jade Kark in control. Gets it over for Eliana Engelson. Engelson looks, finds it for Christina Williams. Williams goes in, puts up a shot, and it bounces in. So a quick response for the Lady Dutch. And Williams gets the first two on the night for them as Galuli has to step away from the defense, now gets free. Galuli passes back, with it now is Madison. Now over for Moira Goluski, one of the top scorers in Galuli's absence for these Cadets. Now go over to the corner. Galuli takes it. Rips it over to the corner again. Granich for Goluski, and the shot clock expires. The shot went in, but it will not count. And the Lady Dutch are going to take it back over as a result of the shot clock violation here as Emily Bigness in control. Been playing very well down the stretch for this Guilderland team as Williams takes it in the corner. Williams gets it down for Kyle. Kyle lost the handle as Galuli was defending, but gets it out. Williams for three, and got it! 61 three-pointers this season for Christina Williams. Lady Dutch up by three now, as taking it is Granich. Granich goes in, and a foul is called. And the foul will be assessed to Cameron Kyle. It'll be her first and the team's first here in the first quarter, and now we get a trip to the line. Gianna Granich for the Cadets. And the first shot bounces out. Granich 23 of 38 from the line entering today's game. It's been another player who's really stepped up in the absence of Galuli for these Cadets. And the second shot goes in. So Granich 1 of 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point game. Lady Dutch in front. Kark gets by, gets it down low. Emily Bigness has that bounce off. Kark gets the rebound though. Now Kark looks to get the ball free a little bit, and now we get a whistle, and LaSalle will take it back with 6:09 to go here in the first. I didn't see a sign for a travel there, but regardless, the Cadets in control now as gets knocked away from Kennedy Culver for the Cadets, and it will go out of play. Liv Madison will inbound. And Gillooly flips the pass back over. Now Gillooly takes a big shot for three, and that goes in. Her 18th three of the season, first points back. After missing over a month of action for Gillooly, LaSalle up by 1. Engelson goes down low, finds it for Williams, now all the way out. Cameron Kyle gonna take a shot for three. It just bounced away, but Engelson reaches up for the rebound. Now puts a high shot up. That doesn't go. And Gillespie there for the rebound for the Cadets. Gillespie, long pass. It goes off the hand of Gillooly and out of play. And the Lady Dutch will get it near their own sideline. And they will resume play with Emily Bigness in control. Bigness over for Engelson. Drops it to Jade Kark. Kark looks to get by Madison now. Back out. Engelson from range, and it bounces in. And the Lady Dutch back in front by 1. A nice shot there from Engelson. She gets her first 2 on the night. Open pass finds Granish, now out for Gillooly. Gillooly tries to find the pass, it's broken up, and Bigness takes it for the Lady Dutch. Bounced over for Kark. Now nice feed, and it's finished off by Bigness, who puts it in for 2. The nice back and forth there between Kark and Bigness. And it's Bigness who finds the basket. Lady Dutch back up by 3. And that pass gets away and will go out of play as intended for Culver. So wasn't able to get a clean handle on it. And we get a substitution for Guilderland. Olivia Bigness will check in. And for LaSalle, we have Anna Tedesco and Quinlan Ryan checking in for Madison and Granish. So a new slate of players as we get back to play here, and it's over in the corner. Engelson for 3, bounced out. Olivia Bigness the rebound, and will put it in. Fresh off the bench, and the first 2 points for Olivia Bigness, 5-point lead. Pass forward, taken by Culver. All the way to the corner, shot for 3 from Gillooly, doesn't go, and Emily Bigness the rebound. Bigness gets it back out, here's Williams. Spinning away from Culver, Williams tried to find the pass, now stays with it. Williams throws it up, and in! Great play by Christina Williams, up in the lead further. 7 points for her, it's a 7-point lead. Bryan leaves it back for Tedesco, all the way to the corner. Gillooly for 3, bounced out, Olivia Bigness the rebound. And she feeds it back to Williams. Pass launched forward, here's Emily Bigness. Engelson maneuvers, puts it up, no good. Kyle juggles the rebound, able to collect it. Kyle out, Olivia Bigness in, and got it. And a potential 3-point play upcoming here as Bigness up to 4 now. Foul is on Anna Tedesco, will be her first. And the team's first as well. Kark and Engelson swap out. And Olivia Bigness to the line. And the shot bounces out. Kark trying to juggle the rebound, but Gillespie is able to get to it for the Cadets. Gillespie has an open lane, puts it up, bounced out, and Bigness the rebound. Bigness one-on-one now with Gillespie, goes in and draws the foul. So it'll be the second foul for LaSalle here, and the first one for Moira Goluski. Leah Lahara checks in for the Lady Dutch, replacing Williams for now, and Emily Bigness to the line, shooting 2. And the first shot is good. Bigness 28 of 51 from the line entering today's game. Looks to make it 2 for 2 and does so. And the Lady Dutch continue to extend the lead. Bounced away and now taken by Greenwich. Pass down low, Gillooly throws it up and in for 2. That ends the Lady Dutch run right there. Now it's a 9-point game, Gillooly up to 5. Lahara takes the pass, bobbled it, and now it's taken over by Greenwich. Launch forward, Goluski. Greenwich nearly had that one go away from her as Ryan takes it, now all the way back out. Gillooly has an open pass, Goluski for 3, and it's good. And that's three-pointer number 30 on the year for Goluski. Comes at a very good time. 5 unanswered now for LaSalle. And the Lady Dutch lead now 6 with 2:03 to go here in the first quarter. So today's game, the final regular season matchup for both teams. They did go at it last year on January 3rd, 2025. Guilderland won that round 67 to 51 over the Cadets in that game. Had a really big first half, outscoring them 40 to 16 en route to the win. And Lady Dutch were led in that game by Brooke Lilly, who since transferred over to Darrow Prep. Before the start of this season, she had 28 points in that game. Christina Williams had 14, and Olivia Bigness had 7 points and 14 rebounds for the Lady Dutch. And Kate Gillooly, who's returning today for LaSalle, led them with 26 points in that game as Lahara puts up a shot for 3! That's the 8th three-pointer for Lahara this season. Nice shot off the bench, and now it's a 9-point lead. And it gets away from Greenwich, down low. And the Lady Dutch are going to take it back, 1:32 to go. Here's Kark, launches it over for Williams. Williams has that pass batted away by Gillooly, is intended for Bigness, and a foul is called as Gillooly knocked over on the play. Battling with Bigness, who will get called for her first and the team's second. With 1:20 to go here in the first. It's a pass intended for Bigness, and then it's like stuck a hand out, tripped up Gillooly on that play. And now a three-pointer attempt from Ryan, no good, and Lahara able to take it for the Lady Dutch. Here's Kark. Maneuvers, can't find the lane. Now Kyle gets it to Bigness. Out for Lahara. Launches it up, Kyle juggles, and it's caught by Gillooly. So LaSalle now trying to start a rush here. Gillooly trying to get by Kark, puts one up, bounces out, and fighting for the rebound, Ryan as well as Kark. Jump ball called, and the Lady Dutch will get possession back here as Kyle set to inbound with 37.5 to go. Bigness leaves it for Kark. Taken once again by Bigness. Now Kyle. Williams. Try and maneuver by, and a foul. And Greenwich will get called for that one. As a result of the contact on Williams, that'll be her first and the team's third. And there's the contact on Williams that led to that foul. Lahara inbounds, gets it out for Kark. Flips it back. Lahara for 3, bounced out, and Bigness gets the rebound. Still a little bit of time. Bounced over for Kark. Kark looks to maneuver. Can't quite find the lane. And Gilhuly's attempt for a buzzer beater will fall short. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. The Lady Dutch in front by 9, 20-11 at the end of one. And there's the scoring correction on the basket that was made by Leah Lahara. It was initially called for Engelson. I saw Lahara do a little bit of a shrug afterwards, like, huh? I thought that was my basket for a sec. But regardless, that was Lahara's 8th three-pointer of the season. And so far for the Lady Dutch tonight, Williams in the point lead with 7 so far. Emily and Olivia Bigness each have 4. Lahara with 3 and Engelson with 2. As Lady Dutch up by 9 so far. Gilhuly with 5 in her return for the Cadets. Moira Goluski behind with 3, Liv Madison with 2, and Greenwich with 1. The Lady Dutch will get the ball to start the second quarter here as Emily Bigness currently in control. Given over, Lahara for 3, comes up just short, and Ryan gets the rebound. Here's Madison. Tries some motion, that pass blocked by Bigness. Nice play right there from the freshman, and now Williams. Trying to make the moves, backpedals. Swaps out with Lahara, now Williams bounces it down for Bigness. And a jump ball. As Ryan looking to rip it free from Bigness there. Possession this time will favor LaSalle. And the Cadets start out here with Madison and Greenwich. Madison in control. Pass to Gilhuly down low, trying to make it by Bigness. Defended well, but we get a travel call. So quick turnover back to the Lady Dutch here as Jade Kark re-enters for Cameron Kyle. And Emily Bigness in control once again. Bigness over for Lahara for Kark. Kark puts it up, and it came up just short again. And Gilhuly right below the basket for the rebound. To the corner, finds Madison, bounce pass over. Here's Sully. Back over for Madison. Leaves it now for Ryan. Ryan looking to maneuver. Gets it back out. Gilhuly near the center circle. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Gilhuly. Goes in, puts it up, no good. Williams at the other end of the hoop for the Lady Dutch. And Williams lost the handle on that one, defended pretty well as Madison comes up with it now for the Cadets. Ryan going for 3, bounced out, and Bigness takes it for the Lady Dutch. Now they look to maneuver the other way. Here's Lahara, back out. Here's Emily Bigness for 3, and it bounced off the rim again, and Sully is there for the rebound, this time for the Cadets. Shot from range, and it goes in. For 3, Greenwich got that one. It's her 6th three-pointer of the season. Now it's a 6-point game. And Coach Friel calls a timeout with 5:46 to go. So a little bit of back and forth action to start with no baskets until the Greenwich three-pointer. And Coach Friel wants to talk things over just a little bit here with 5:46 to go here in the second. Let's take a look at the LaSalle sideline here with head coach David Crudo. This is his first season with the team. He was named to the post prior to the years. In 1994, graduate of LaSalle, also played at Siena following his high school career. This is only the third season for the LaSalle girls varsity program. They became a co-educational institution prior to the 2021-22 season. And in their 3 years, they went from 7-14 to 11-11. Now this year, 10-9. It's been building a pretty nice program for the 3 years that they've been around so far. They had a really good start to the season before Gillooly went down with an injury back in January. They were 8-3 in games that Gillooly played and 2-6 ever since she was out. As we get back to play here, as Williams being guarded by the aforementioned Gillooly. Now to try to find a lane. Now it has Madison all over her. Was able to find the pass now to Kark. Kark finds an open Bigness, goes down low and got it. Nice feed and the finish by Olivia Bigness. Now she's up to 6. Madison controlling here for the Cadets, and another block by Emily Bigness. Frees it up, tries to find Volforti, still remains open. Here's Kark. Tries to hand it off, but being guarded heavily again. Kark still able to maintain possession. Now tries to go in and went off the foot of Sully. And now launched forward. Here comes Madison. That just rolled off, and Williams is there for the rebound. Some crazy plays being made right now as Kark gets the feed from Bigness. Kark trying to maneuver by, goes in, has the lane and puts it in for 2. Great job there by Jade Kark. And she's on the score sheet with her first 2 points on the night. It's a 10-point lead. Here's Gillooly with the fake. Now backpedals. Gillooly now from range. Shot didn't go, and it goes out of play. Kark and Culver battling for the rebound there. It will stay with the Cadets for now, though. New players coming in for the Lady Dutch, Morgan Ryan and Eliana Engelson, as well as Gianna Batamosi check in now. As Gillooly looks to maneuver in, puts one up, that bounces out again. Still remains in play momentarily. Volforti got the handle on it, but the whistle blows again and will stay with the Cadets again. Here's Gillooly. Leaves it for Goluski. Now back out for Gillooly. And a foul. And the foul is going to be on Ava Volforti. That'll be her first and the team's first. So LaSalle will get a fresh shot clock as a result. Volforti was making a little bit of contact there with Gillooly, as you saw on that replay. And it's turned over. Ryan gets the handle on it. And the Lady Dutch now run forward here. Bigness leaves it. Volforti for 3. Came up short, and right below the basket there was Goluski. Now Engelson looking to rip it away, does so. And now we get a whistle. And LaSalle's going to get possession as a result of that. You see Engelson on the defensive front there, doing a nice job there on Goluski. But it's going to stay as she looked to step out of bounds right there. And now Gillooly maneuvers around Ryan and puts it in for 2. 7 points now for Gillooly. Back to an 8-point game. Over for Volforti. Here's Bigness. Volforti looking to make the blocks. Now Bigness puts up a shot from range, bounces out. Ryan juggles the rebound, and it goes out of play. Couple players going for that one. Williams and Volforti will now swap out. Guilderland will still maintain possession. And Bigness looks for the pass, finds it to Ryan. Bigness over now for Williams. Motions over to Batamosi. Engelson looking to maneuver. Now gets it back out. Here's Williams. Puts up a three and got it! 10 points now for Williams. Lady Dutch lead back to double digits. Out to the corner. Here's Culver all the way out. Tedesco for three and a response for the Cadets. 15 three-pointers now this season for Tedesco. And that's the response that LaSalle needed after that three from Williams. A big shot off the backboard. And Tedesco gets the lead back down to 8 for Guilderland. Sure. So 2:35 to go here in the second quarter of play. LaSalle currently outscoring the Lady Dutch 8-7, but it has been very back and forth here in the second quarter, more so than the first one was here tonight. Dutch gets it over for Williams. Has open space, puts it up, bounced out, and Goluski the rebound. Here's Giluli, had to reach for the pass. Now motions over, hands it off. Goluski over for Tedesco. Back over, Giluli in the corner, looking for three, and got it. LaSalle continues to climb back. Lead is now 5 for Guilderland. Batamosi gets it over for Kyle. Engelson tries to move away. Now Kyle goes for three. Bounced out, and the rebound taken by Greenwich. Tedesco in control, moves it to the corner. Batamosi guarding Giluli, now gets it out for Culver. And it back to Giluli. Goluski now over to the corner. Tedesco back to Goluski. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Giluli puts up another one. And the lead reduces further. Now the Lady Dutch will look for a response. Bigness out. Kyle fakes the pass, now gets it over for Engelson. Engelson in the corner, gets it for Batamosi. Williams maneuvers, puts up a shot, no good. Forces the rebound free. Engelson, now the corner, that shot doesn't go. Now Engelson trying to fight the rebound free from Greenwich. Now a pickoff by Bigness on another nice play. Pass gets deflected, Engelson picks it up. Bigness now in the corner. Less than 30 seconds remain. Here's Kyle. Has to find the pass. It gets broken up. And LaSalle. With 20 seconds, Giluli taking the time. They look to come out with at least a tie here as Giluli tries to maneuver by Engelson. That shot doesn't go. Rebound gathered. 4 seconds to go. All the way out. Shot for three at the buzzer. That doesn't go, and Bigness able to avoid any further damage as she collects the rebound. But that brings the second quarter and the first half to an end. And the Lady Dutch still in front, but only a 2-point lead as we enter halftime. LaSalle outscores them 14-7 in the second quarter of play. It's some timely shots at the end. 2 straight three-pointers from Giluli. Up to 13 now in her return for the Cadets. As we enter halftime, with a 2-point lead for Guilderland. And we will be right back with second half action momentarily. You're watching Guilderland Lady Dutch basketball here on the GHS Media YouTube channel. Welcome back to Guilderland High School, everybody. We're just about to start the second half of tonight's game between Guilderland and LaSalle. I'm Sean Cunningham. So far tonight, Guilderland with a 2-point lead against the visiting Cadets. Even though it was originally not very close in the first quarter and even parts of the second quarter, LaSalle has battled back to make it just a 2-point game as the third quarter now underway. As Christina Williams takes the pass from Bigness, and now we get a little more passes here. As Cameron Kyle able to recover on that deflected shot from Bigness. And a quick start for the Lady Dutch here in the third. Kyle, their first 2 points on the night. Taken now by Moira Goluski, now moved back. Tedesco looking to find the angle. Barely kept in, now all the way out. Goluski for three, that bounces out, and another rebound for Emily Bigness. Here's Jade Kark, one-on-one here with Tedesco. Now backpedals. Looks to maintain control here. Kyle near the corner. Now gets it out. Williams for three. Bounces out. Engelson juggles, trying to come up with the rebound. Tedesco and Culver there as well, and the Cadets end up coming up with it. Here's Kate Galuli. Looks to maneuver. Gets by Kark. Shot is no good, and then the rebound is fought for by Culver and Kark. This time possession arrow favors the Cadets, so they will stay with it here. 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Take in the corner, shot for three, bounces out from Greenwich, and Kyle is there for the Lady Dutch. And now we have to stop play here. The referee just took a tumble right behind the play. And not immediately not getting up, so that's not a good sign at all. As now he's getting checked out by the team's trainers here. The Lady Dutch were moving up the court, and all of a sudden you see referee take a tumble. Appears to be his right leg. From the looks of it right now, he's not moving it all that much out there. Again, it was away from the play, so it's not like he was involved in any contact there. So he just all of a sudden took a tumble out on the floor. So now is starting to get up to his feet. See if he can shake it off a little bit here as the crowd gives him a nice hand. So now athletic director Dave Austin helping him walk off here. So we're going to see how this shakes out here, as now head coach Jeremy Friel talking things over with the referee right now. See if he'll be able to finish this out. So the discussion continuing now as Coach Friel and LaSalle's coach David Crudo now talking things over. So the delay continues here at Guilderland, and now the athletic director Dave Austin, the other referee that we have, is currently walking off. So it looks like we might be getting another official here in the meantime. The announcer John Ginder just announced to the crowd. So with this, we're going to take a little bit of a timeout here. So 6:35 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to see if we can get another official to help finish out this game. So we will be right back here on the media channel. All right, folks, so just wanted to check in here with a quick update from the official timeout. So the referee that did get injured earlier, he is okay. I did get confirmation from Coach Relier that referee is okay, but the game is currently in a bit of a delay while we look to see if there's going to be another ref available. I have been told that there is going to be one available soon enough, so with that we are going to be getting back to play momentarily. Currently, LaSalle's warming up. Both teams were warming up during this timeout, but the hope is that we are going to get back to play momentarily, so just want to check in with that update, and we'll be right back with more action momentarily. Stay with us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are officially coming back to play here. We have found another ref to finish out this game. 6:35 to go here in the third quarter of play. The Lady Dutch with a 4-point lead against the LaSalle Cadets. And the Lady Dutch were in possession before the official timeout, and they will be getting the ball back here once both teams are set. The Lady Dutch currently with Emily Bigness, Cameron Kyle, Christina Williams, Jade Kark, and Eliana Engelson, all of their starting five. So LaSalle currently waiting to get on the court as of now. So they have Tedesco, Culver, and it looks like Granich out there currently. Quinlan Ryan is now approaching the court as well. Moira Goluski also joining them, leading the LaSalle players onto the court, and now officially we are going to get back to game action after a brief delay as Bigness in control here for the Lady Dutch. Here's Cameron Kyle, looks for another basket. That shot doesn't go. Rebound deflected out of play. The Lady Dutch will stay with it as Quinlan Ryan and Culver deflect away out of play, and now Emily Bigness looking for the inbound here. Gets it out. Williams maneuvers away. And that pass is broken up by Granich, intercepted. Granich takes control here for the Cadets. Here's Quinlan Ryan. Gets it over now near the corner. Here's Tedesco. Gets it back to Culver. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shot fired up. And it bounces off the backboard, and Kyle collects it and gets it off to Jade Kark. Here comes Kark. Goes in, can't quite get a shot off, and rebound is collected by the Cadets and freed up by Ryan. Bounce pass over to Granich. Granich with the fakes on Williams. Goes back to the top of the key. Granich waits, finds it to Goluski. Down low, Granich, and stepped out of bounds. He's trying to get away from Cameron Kyle, stepped on the black line. And Kyle set to inbound here for the Lady Dutch and gets it to Emily Bigness to start play back up. Bigness near the corner. Engelson goes for three. Bounced off, and the rebound is collected by Granich. Here's Goluski, guarded by Kyle. Now Goluski tries to spin away, gets it to Ryan. Ryan bumped into by Williams, now backpedals a little bit. To the corner, Tedesco moves away from Bigness, and now it's deflected away by Bigness and out of bounds. And it's retrieved by Kyle. And some more substitutions coming in now as Liv Madison and Kate Gillooly are back in for the Cadets, two of the starters from this game. Thrown into Gillooly, now back to Madison. Gillooly gets away, goes for three, and gets another one. 16 points now for Gillooly, back to a 1-point game. Engelson takes the feed from Bigness, now takes it back. Near the corner, now gets out. Bigness for Kyle, out. Engelson thought about shooting, now gets it back to Bigness. Engelson, pass a little too far for her, and it goes out of play. A little bit of trouble corralling that pass, and LaSalle takes it back. 4:27 to go here in the third. Madison and Gillespie start things out. Here is Gillooly, guarded by Engelson. Gillooly hands it off to Gillespie. Gillespie has an open shot for three. Bounced out, and Bigness once again the rebound. Taken by Engelson. Near the sideline, finds it to Jade Kark. Kark from distance. Has it go off the rim. Culver and Kark battling for it. Kark almost ripped it free. Now Culver gets away. Madison out to Gillespie. Had a bit of a lane in the corner. Now it's taken by Gillooly. Madison down low, finds it to Culver. Culver out, and Greenwich is fouled. So that'll be the first foul for Emily Bigness tonight, team's first for the third. Olivia Bigness is now going to check in for Jade Kark to see the contact there, the hand to near the shoulder of Greenwich. And now we're back to action here as Greenwich gets it out. Three-point attempt from Madison is no good, and Bigness corrals the rebound, had to avoid the contact from Greenwich. Now here comes Williams, has an open lane, and got it for two. 12 points now for Williams. It's a 3-point lead again. 3:15 to go. Maneuver to the corner. Gillespie is fouled by Bigness. So that'll be foul number 2 for Olivia Bigness, and the second foul here in the third. As the contact there, as Gillespie is looking to make a potential pass right there. Madison gets it over for Culver, now the corner. Here's Gillespie for three, bounced out again. Rebound taken, and Greenwich is fouled by Kyle. So that'll be foul number 3 for the Lady Dutch here in the third. It's the second one for Kyle, and now going to the line will be Greenwich. We got some substitutions in. Quinlan Ryan is back out there as Greenwich to the line. And the first shot is good. And second attempt just bounces out, and Bigness able to collect the rebound. Taken now by Emily Bigness. As Culver defending, now gets it up top for Kyle. Move back, now down low for Olivia. Olivia, nice feed to Kyle. Went between the legs there, and now Bigness, shot from distance. Bounces out, and Olivia the rebound. Now Engelson, shot from distance. That goes over the hoop. Bigness is there. Tried to find another shot. Kyle goes for the third effort and gets it to go. Nice job right there by Cameron Kyle. 4 points for her. Now back to a 4-point game. Culver, pass a little too light and taken over by Bigness. Engelson, shot from range, and it's gonna roll in! What a shot for three there from Engelson. Greenwich with the response at the other side. 5 points now for Engelson. That was her 23rd three-pointer of the season. As the Lady Dutch with a 5-point lead here. Bigness finds Williams near the corner. Kyle goes to the corner again. Emily Bigness for three. Bounced out. Olivia tried to fight away the rebound. And that pass just a little bit out of reach, but Greenwich able to recover. In the corner, here's Quinlan Ryan. Gets it out. Culver goes for a shot from range. It came up short. Kept alive by Madison. Now Culver again. Force it free, Ryan. Up top and double dribble. So 1:11 to go here in the third. We have some more substitutions coming in. Williams and Kyle head to the sideline. Jade Kark and Leah Lahara are back in for the Lady Dutch. It's 1:07 and counting to go. Bigness looking for a block, and now back to the corner. Here's Engelson. Maneuvers. Engelson puts a shot up, no good. And rebound is gathered by Goluski. Here's Kate Galuli trying to get by. Kark with a nice block to get it away. And it frees it up now for Olivia Bigness. Bigness for Lahara. Taken by Engelson. That pass broken up. And Galuli and Olivia Bigness battling for it briefly. Now Galuli lofts a pass over. Goluski to the corner. Ryan trying to get by, and travel is the call as Ryan got tripped up. Trying to make a move to the basket, and now substitution once again. Williams checks back in, and Engelson to the sideline with 27 seconds and counting to go. Williams with the fake. Gets it over for Bigness. Kark with 15 seconds for Olivia Bigness. Out to Emily. She'll go for three, and it's good! Now 4 seconds to go. Thrown over. Ryan, shot blocked by Bigness. Two great plays on both sides of the ball. Emily Bigness with the big three and the big block. And we are at the end of the third quarter of play here at Guilderland. The Lady Dutch battle back and have the 8-point lead over LaSalle with 1 quarter to play. The final tally for the third quarter of play, the Lady Dutch outscore LaSalle 12-6. A huge couple plays there from Emily Bigness at the end of the third quarter of play. And Bigness, like I said earlier, one of the players has been so good for the Lady Dutch down the stretch. Making some great plays tonight on both sides of the ball, getting some great rebounds, making some great plays with the blocks. And a fantastic three-point shot to cushion the Lady Dutch lead to 8 now with the final quarter approaching. It's a wonderful set of plays right there as Jade Kark set to inbound, and the fourth quarter is underway. Here's Emily Bigness. Able to get it to Jade Kark. She's guarded pretty well there as Lahara gets it back now to Bigness. Over for Kark. Williams going for three. Just bounced out. Bigness trying to juggle the rebound, but it's gathered by Goluski. Still a lot of time left. Here's Kate Galuli. Trying to maneuver. Gets a pass to Greenwich. Greenwich out. Culver from range. Has it go off the rim. Lahara got the rebound but lost it. Here's Goluski. Trying to maneuver, pass batted away by Kark. Great defensive play yet again. Now Kark takes the feed from Williams. Now gets it to Bigness. Back to Kark, and a foul. Nice passing plays there for the Lady Dutch. Second foul will be called on Goluski after the contact on Kark. the first one for the fourth. And Jade Kark will now go to the line to shoot 2 as Engelson and Williams also swap out. And the first shot for Kark is good. Kark now up to 3 points today as the Lady Dutch extend the lead to 9. And the second shot makes it 10. Good shots from Kark, and now the Cadets in control here as Gillooly takes the feed from Liv Madison, being guarded now by Engelson. And the pass broken up again. Here comes Kark. Kark trying to go in, and another foul. So second foul now for LaSalle, and the second one as well for Gianna Granich. So the bump right there forces the foul call, and the inbound for Emily Bigness all the way out. Here's Engelson, takes the feed, gets it to Kark again. Kark goes in, throws it up there, no good. Gillooly at the other end of the hoop for the rebound. And now here comes Madison, out. Sully gets it back to Madison, now Gillooly. Furious charge to the hoop and got it to go for 2. 18 points now for Gillooly. Long pass, Engelson gets it. Now Kark. Guarded by Gillooly. Gets it over to the corner. Engelson, long shot for 3, bounces off the rim, and Culver gets the rebound. Lajero's trying to fight it free, now it's picked up. Here's Sully. Goes in, and a foul on Olivia Bigness. So that'll be the third foul for Bigness tonight, and the team's first for the fourth. And Reagan Sully will make her first trip to the line tonight, shooting 2. She's 10 of 20 at the line this season, as Williams and Lajero will swap out for now. And here's the first shot for the sophomore from LaSalle. And it bounces off the rim. And the second shot also bounces off, and the rebound collected by Kark. And a foul as well after the rebound by Granich. That'll be her third and the team's third as well for the fourth quarter. Back to action here as Bigness makes the move, goes in, and gets fouled. So she'll make another trip to the line here as we get yet another foul call. This time it's going to be against Reagan Sully. Make the contact on the arm there as Bigness is going for the shot. And Bigness already with 7 points tonight, makes her second trip to the line. And the first shot bounces out. And Bigness gets the second shot to go, and it's back to a 9-point game as we get another substitution. Tedesco will check in for Sully, and LaSalle will take it back here with Gianna Granich and Liv Madison. Madison guarded by Bigness, now gets it over for Tedesco. Tedesco has an open Culver. Culver goes in, has the shot blocked. Jade Kark was down there, able to free it up, and now Kark takes it, lost the handle, and a foul is going to be called as Kark was reaching back to try to get the ball back from Granich. Made the contact and now gets called for her first foul of the evening. As Kark is now going to head to the sideline, Cameron Kyle's going to check back in. Fresh shot clock here for LaSalle as Gillooly and Engelson battling now. Gillooly's able to get the pass away. Granich hands it off to Tedesco. Now taken down low. Now Tedesco, another feed, this time to Culver. Culver, and Bigness going to get called for the foul there. Made contact with the foot on that pass. So third foul for the Lady Dutch here in the fourth. The pass goes to Gillooly, not able to get the shot off. Took a bit of a fall after the play, now just now getting back up. As Williams trying to maneuver by Tedesco, goes for three, and it's good! And the big call from Mr. Ginder after that one, 15 for Williams. Now Tedesco looks for the response three. That bounces away, and it goes out of play near our scores table. And it will be going back to the Lady Dutch here. Like Greenwich thought it was going to go to the Cadets there, but it will go back to Guilderland. Move to the corner, and the pass is nearly kept alive by Engelson. She bobbled it initially. It goes out of play, and Kark is going to check back in for her now. As Engelson gets a nice hand. And very active in this game, and now we're going to get another timeout with 4:31 to go here in the fourth quarter of play as the Lady Dutch continue to build their lead back to double digits. It's now a 12-point lead. And this has been quite the turnaround game so far for the Lady Dutch, up by 12 against LaSalle. The last time out on Friday, they lost to a very good Shen team at home. We're able to stay even with them for a couple quarters, but we're only held to 3 in the final quarter of play in that loss. But so far today, even though LaSalle was able to come back at the end of the second quarter, they have battled back and then some on both sides of the ball. Currently with the 12-point lead, 4.5 to go here in this one as the ball is inbounded to Kate Gillooly. She has Jade Kark defending, gets by her, now has to deal with Bigness, goes to the corner. Tedesco all the way out, now Madison up top. Tedesco, long shot for three, bounces out, and Kark gets in the way of Culver and makes sure it goes out of bounds. So nice heads-up play right there by Kark. As Kyle inbounds to Christina Williams, 4:10 to go here in the fourth. Here's Olivia Bigness, guarded nicely, gets it out to Kyle. Now Kark fakes, now gets it down low for Olivia Bigness. Bigness, spin move, gets it up and fouled. Thought that shot nearly had a chance to go in right there. As the foul is going to be assessed to Kennedy Culver. That'll be her first and the team's fifth, so bonus territory now for the Lady Dutch here as Bigness to the line, shooting two. So each subsequent foul for the Cadets will result in automatic 2 free throws here. As the first shot just bounces off the rim for Bigness. And now Bigness goes for the second attempt. Also bounces out. Emily Bigness and Kennedy Culver fighting for the rebound. And Bigness thought for a moment it might stay with the Lady Dutch, but it will be LaSalle's ball with 3:54 to go. This pass inbounded to Gillooly. Bounce pass down low to Culver, now out. Tedesco for three, and it's good. Second three-pointer of the game for Tedesco, 6 points for her. Lead now back to 9 for Guilderland. Kark making some spin moves. Gets it out. Here's Williams, and called for the travel. So it'll be quickly handed back to the Cadets, and we get a timeout with 3:30 to go. This timeout will be called by the Cadets. A three-pointer there from Anna Tedesco cuts the lead back for the Cadets. We approach the final 3.5 here in this one. I want to once again remind everybody that we are not going to be done after this game. We have one more game to go in our doubleheader. The boys will be taking on the Troy Flying Horses right after this game ends. So definitely be sure to stick around for that. Anthony Bourne is going to be on the call for that one, on the main call as well. And it's going to be a good matchup. The boys have won their last 2 games against Albany and Shen, facing off against a good Troy team in the Colonial Council, as the Cadets will start play back up as Kate Gillooly in control. And a foul is going to be called as Gillooly going for the potential shot chance right there, and Kyle's going to get called for foul number 3, and the 4th one here for the Lady Dutch, so they are almost in bonus territory as well. The pass all the way out. Culver had a hard time corralling it, but now maintains possession, gets it out now to Tedesco. Down low, finds it to Granich. Granich, nice feed, and Madison with a shot that had a little too much on it, and Bigness able to corral the rebound, still able to hold on. Here's Olivia Bigness trying to get by Culver. Out. Here's Kyle. Up top, Bigness. Now near the corner, it's Kark. Kark still managing to hang on. Now gets it out to Williams. Down low. Here's Bigness. Bigness trying to maneuver. Now gets it out. Here's Kark. Kark maneuvers by and gets the shot off. Big shot right there for Jade Kark. 6 points for her. Back to an 11-point game. Pass down low, shot goes up and it just bounced out. Kyle there for the rebound. And a foul is called on Tedesco, I believe. No, it's actually Gillooly. Saw the 3. And that'll be the first one tonight for Kate Gillooly. And since we are at 5 fouls and in bonus territory, Jade Kark now goes to the line shooting 2. And the first shot bounces out. And Kark gets the second shot to bounce its way in, and we are back now to a 12-point lead. 2:16 and counting to go. Liv Madison in control for the Cadets. Heaves a pass out. Culver blocked by Kyle and retrieved by Williams. Nice play there on the defensive side from Cameron Kyle. As Williams now maneuvering, gets it out to Bigness. Bounce pass down low. Here's Olivia Bigness going in and getting it for 2. 8 points for Olivia Bigness. Another big shot for the Lady Dutch. Now Gillooly has that 3 come up short. It goes out of play. Lady Dutch will get it back. .140 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. Lady Dutch look to put this one away and end their regular season on a high note here as Christina Williams in control. Kyle ready for the block. Now it's taken by Jade Kark. Here's Cameron Kyle. Now back to Kark. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul. And this foul is going to be on Liv Madison. Will be her first. And Christina Williams, a very good free throw shooter, about to approach the line now. Can't really see the contact there, but it is going to be a foul for Madison, and Williams to the line, shooting 2. 46 of 55. Entering tonight's game already with 15 points tonight. And the first shot is good. And the second shot for Williams is good as well. Lead continues to extend in the dying minutes. Quinlan Ryan in the corner gets it over for Tedesco. Pass it continues. Now Gillooly goes for three and gets another one. 21 points in the return for Kate Gillooly as Kark now looks to get by her. Final minute of play here in the fourth. Kark gets it out for Kyle. Down low, finds Bigness. Bigness gets it out for Kyle. The Dutch taking their time here. Here's Kyle. Back out for Kark. And a foul. So it'll be the second foul for Kate Gillooly. It'll be another trip to the line for Jade Kark as Cameron Miller checks in for Christina Williams. 40.9 to go as Kark back to the line, shoot two more, and the first shot is good. Now up to 8 points total tonight. And Kark 2 for 2 at that trip to the line. And what a great way for the Lady Dutch to wrap this season up as Gillooly goes for a long three. It's no good. It will go out of play. Ryan might have gotten hit in the face with that rebound. Just walking away from the play here. LaSalle still going to inbound. And now we get a travel call, 27.4 to go. And they will get possession for the final 27.4 seconds of this game. And what has been a tremendous game so far for the Lady Dutch, and they will end out on top with their second win in league play as Kark hands it off to Bigness. And Kark near the sideline. The crowd starts to applaud as the time set to expire. 2-1, and this game is over as the Guilderland Lady Dutch wrap up their regular season with a big win over the LaSalle Cadets. Final score 54-39. They end the season at 4-16 overall. LaSalle will finish at 10-10, even record for their third season in play as the Lady Dutch. A great win to wrap up the regular season. Christina Williams leads the way with 17 points. Jade Kark behind with 9. Emily Bigness and Olivia Bigness each with 8. Eliana Engelson with 5. Cameron Kyle 4. And Leah Lahara with 3. And that is going to wrap up this game. But don't worry, because we are going to be back with our second game and our doubleheader coming up right after this. It's the boys taking on the Troy Flying Horses when we return.
Dutchman. Now starter Troy. Steve Senior, number 1, Troy. Good. Steve Senior, number 3, Aiden Mark. Steve Senior, number 5, South Warrior. Junior, number 10, South Warrior. Junior, number 11, Victor Derrick, Green.
It says, hello everyone, I'm Anthony Bourne, alongside me is Sean Cunningham. Doesn't it feel weird to me calling a basketball game for once, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a new experience because we usually do a lot of football and baseball. Now it's the first time that we get to see you do main commentary on basketball. It's going to be a fun one tonight. We've got two good teams matching up, Guilderland and Troy, and we're going to see what happens here as the opening tip-off with Tazik and Green.
Again, Tyler Watazik and Shadarius Green on the tip-off. And it's won by Troy, but it immediately goes out of bounds. And so right away, after 5 seconds, it'll be Guilderland Dutchman ball.
It's a pretty mirrored start to another girls game we had a couple weeks ago. The first tip-off went out of play, but quickly, Dutchman in possession to start things off.
So Evers has it, hands it over to Watazik, over to Wasserback. Scott with it, tries to find the man. Young Zhu now with it. Over to Watazik for three. Gets it.
63 three-pointers this season now for Watazik. Way to start this off right now.
Sasa Arroyo with it. Shot there. That'll go out of play. Dutchman will take possession.
And that's Jadarius Green with that shot right there. He's a big guy. 6'6", junior for these Flying Horses. He's a guy who can really leap up to the basket. He's thrown a few dunks down this season. We might see one tonight if the Dutchmen aren't careful to guard him.
Wojtaszek passes it over to Wasserback. Young Zhu drives in, whistle blown. It's a travel. Troy will get the ball here.
Quick substitution as well. Kane Behan is going to check in for Green. One of these seniors on the team, also their leader in 3 points this season.
Savi Arroyo with the ball now. Over to Hood. Over to McBride. Back to Arroyo. To his brother Sasa Arroyo. Back to McBride. Tosses it over to Savi Arroyo. Misses it. Watazik with the rebound. Dutchmen get the ball. A long pass towards Scott. Saved. And a bit of a jump ball there.
It's a way to keep it alive.
Sasa Arroyo gets the layup there.
And he was the one who kept the play alive with that play to keep it in bounds. That was a really ridiculous play. Freed it up, and he got the basket at the other end.
Again, Dutchman ball here. Wasserback with it. Gets pressured over to Scott, to Ebers. Watazik calling for it. Scott in the corner. He'll drive in. And he'll get the two.
It's a bit of a roller right there for Scott. Gets his first two on the night. Nice play. Getting to the hoop.
So Sasa Arroyo with it. Over to Kane Behan for three. Misses it. And that'll go out of play. It'll be Dutchman possession here.
Arroyo trailing for the rebound, looking to keep it alive, him and Behan, but it goes back out of play, and the Dutchmen set to take over near their own hoop, near their defensive hoop.
Watazik now with it, over to Wasserback to Zoo. Evers drives in, picked off there by Troy. Savi Arroyo with it now. Casually strolling towards his team's bucket. He'll now drive in, passes over to Hood, to McBride, misses it on the rebound. McBride gets it back. In the corner for three, Hood gets it there. Scott now with it, over to Watazik. And a whistle blown there. No foul on the play, but it will be Troy ball.
Way in the break because we have a shoe untied here. But that was a nice block made by Watazik down low before that three, but it's a nice shot by Hood at the other side, and then after the play, Troy immediately gets it back, so they have a chance to get the lead right here.
Savi Arroyo, the man who's just tying his shoes, gets the ball, passes it over to his brother Sasa Arroyo. Whistle blown there.
Looks like we got a foul.
Be a foul on Jack Wasserback. His first, the team's first of the quarter. And it'll be a shooting foul for Sasa Arroyo. Sasa makes his first.
And he's now up to threes. Take a look at the replay there. Wasserback, a little bit of contact on that shot attempt. Arroyo got the first one down. He's up to three so far, and he will make it four with that shot.
He'll make the second. 7-5 Troy, 4:41 left in the first quarter. Passed it over to Wasserback, but he got pressured early. Almost a block there, but Hood gets the layup, and there will be a timeout.
Yeah, I think this is a wise timeout right here for Coach Beadnell after that run that Troy's been having. Hood now up to 5 points. Made a nice rush to the basket right there. And as a result of that, now Troy with the bit of a lead, you got a chance to tell your team, still early, got to calm down a bit, make the plays happen, and then we can go from there.
I mean, I've seen this team a lot this year. It's been a very good team to watch. There's a lot of big moments this year, too. Is this the last broadcast of the season? Probably. We don't know how sectionals are going to be. We saw Tyler Witozik's 1,000th point this year. A big moment for him. He's now the all-time leading scorer for the Dutchman.
Yeah, he passed Mike Roberti, who was the first Dutchman player ever to reach that 1,000-point milestone, so that's a huge accomplishment for him, and he's had a terrific season this final year before he heads off to Clarkson next year.
Evers now had it almost rolled out of bounds. A lot of pressure picked off there by McBride. Troy gets the ball back. Behan passes it over to Arroyo. And Hood tries to go for a layup, rebounded there by Zoo.
It's a nice reach up by Zoo there, getting that rebound.
Witozik now driving in. Misses it, gets his own rebound. Gets the two there.
It's a nice fight down low by Witozik to get that basket. He had a few guys that were just all over him right there. Hard to maneuver around, but he got it to go.
So Arroyo will pass it over to Behan. Over to Sasa Arroyo. McBride tried to drive in, three for Hood. Bounces out, and it goes out of play.
Now some substitutions coming in for both sides as well. Wasserback and Scott head off for Guilderland, and Warren and Vincent are now on for the Dutchman. McBride also steps out for Zahino Arroyo.
And Behan drives in there, gets it. Vincent Jr. now passes it over to Witozik, to Scott, back to Vincent Jr. Thought about it, doesn't go for it. Witozik calling for it. Over to Zoo. Zoo now driving, goes to Lee Warren, who hasn't gotten a lot of action lately, but it's rebounded there by Troy.
Yeah, a couple close shots right there.
Over to Behan and Arroyo. Now Behan has it again. Behan drives in, passes it over. For free, gets it! A huge free there for Zahino Arroyo, and another timeout called by the Dutchman, 14-7 with 2:21 left.
And man, that was a big shot there by Arroyo, because he had a lot of time to get that shot off. He's been emerging as one of the key options for the Flying Horses down the stretch this season. Wasn't seeing a lot of time at the start of the year, but he's really started to heat up as of late. He had a really good game last time out. Starts out the game off the bench with a nice three right there. And that's a really big boost for the team, because now they're up by 7, 2:22 to go early.
That was just a nice pass to him, got him wide open.
Yeah, Behan was right below the hoop. He made that pass, and Arroyo, no one was really covering him there, so that was a really nice feed to get the open three.
So it'll be Dutchman ball. Evers will pass it over to Warren. Zoo now with it. Pressured there. Evers trying to keep possession of the ball. Scott for free, gets it! Savi Arroyo now with it for Troy. The Arroyos are now getting all of their hands on the ball. Over to Bean. Bean will shoot. Bounces out. Rebound by Watazik. Over to Evers. Warren now with it. Over to Evers. Watazik trying to find an opening. Evers tries to drive in. And it's a travel by Evers. It'll be Troy possession. 1:22 left in the first quarter, 14-10 Troy.
Yeah, it's hard for some of the stars here to get open because you have quite a few guys that were on Watazik and Ebers there. Weren't able to get a lot of room to get some potential plays off, and Ebers gets called for the travel there. 4-point lead still for Troy.
Hood over to Bean for three, and it goes out. Watazik gets the rebound. Watazik diced up there. Over to Evers. Passes it back to Watazik. Watazik driving in. Hits the rim. He gets his own rebound. Over to Zoo. For three is Nick Scott. Doesn't get it. Young Zoo with the rebound. Tries to get the layup there, and he doesn't get it. Whistle blown. Looks to be a foul on Troy. And it will be. The foul is on Sahino Arroyo, his first and Troy's first of the quarter. And on the shoot will be Young Zoo.
And Zoo once again showing his determination here, and now looks like he might be hurt. He took a bit of a shot to the face at the end of his attempt right there, which is as a result of the foul. Not sure if he might be cut or not. Yeah, he's going over to get checked out right now. But Zoo is going to go to the line for his first two attempts of the night. He's a guy who's been playing pretty well down the stretch for these Dutchmen. Playing a bigger role after playing a bit more of a reserve role off the bench behind Frank Kelly last year. But he's been showing so much determination and grit this season, making great efforts to get to the basket, making great plays on defense. It's been really vital to this Dutchman offense this season as well. Might not hear a lot of people talk about him because you see a lot of the prowess that guys like Watazik have shown, but he's been a really nice catalyst for the team this season.
Zoo does not look like he'll be returning to the court for now.
Zoo is still on the sideline, so it looks like Chris Vincent Jr. is going to take his shots right now.
Vincent Jr. only has 2 attempts on the season, and he's 1 for 2. And he makes his first. Dutchman now down by 3.
Matherin's going to check in for Watazik. 47.8 to go.
And he makes both.
The selection of Vincent pays off right there.
14-12. Troy as we enter the last minute of play.
Vincent just tying up Arroyo right there.
And he gets the jump ball. It'll be Dutchman possession with 32 seconds left.
Nice play right there. And now Watazik's going to re-enter for Scott this time. So take a look at the replay here. So Arroyo backpedals, and then Vincent just comes flying in, ties up Arroyo, and forces that jump ball call.
So Evers will get it. Hands it over to Warren. There's a foul called. It will be on Savi Arroyo. His first, the team's second. And it hits Matherin, but it gets returned to Warren. 15 seconds left. They're looking to run the clock out a bit. Evers with it, will drive in. Evers misses the layup, rebounded by Vincent. Evers gets it back, goes for the shot, misses. Vincent with the shot, misses. Matherin with the shot, and no points will be scored.
Ooh.
On a wild sequence there to end the first quarter.
Wow. So 3 shots had a chance to potentially get in right there. Matherin at the last touch. And just barely that shot not able to get its way in there. But a lot more energy for the Dutchmen at the end of the first quarter of play. They had a 7-point deficit on the Flying Horses, but they scored the last 5, and now they're down by 2. 14-12 at the end of the first. So far, Scott and Watazik with the team lead for the Dutchmen, 5 each. So far, Hood with the points lead for Troy with a 2 and a 3. But so far, been pretty good watch so far for one quarter.
I think both games started very close. The girls' game a few hours ago started off very close. It was very competitive. And I think we're getting the same thing right now.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams have had some very good seasons so far. Had a little bit of a slide for the new year for both these teams. Like the Dutchmen had a stretch where they lost 4 in a row, and Troy won their first several games of the season so far, and won each of their first 7 games, but they've been a bit back and forth to start the new year. They're 8-7 in their 15 total games after going 4-0 in 2025. But the fact remains that this team has been very good when they're on.
So it'll be Troy ball, Savi Arroyo with it. Pressured by Wasserback, over to Namir Jenkins. Hood gets it over, back to Arroyo. Arroyo chose to go in, doesn't get it. Matherin had some hands on it. And it will be Arroyo with the foul, his second. Team's first of the new quarter.
Yeah, it looked like he was just going flying in on that shot, and then tried to get the rebound away from Matherin, end up shoving him down after that play. And results in the second foul for Arroyo. The Dutchmen get it back.
Taking it a bit slow, getting to the other side of the court. Watazik over to Warren. Vincent, pump fakes. Wasserback now. Tries to get around. Vincent with it, pushes back. Watazik drives in, and he gets the 2. Hood with a brisk pace going down the opposite side of the court. Over to Kane B. I can't just keep doing weather reports anymore. I thought this is a new sport. Over to Jenkins. And it bounces in for 2. 16-14 Troy, 6:49 left in the first half. Watazik gets it, goes for 3.
Ooh.
Rebounded there by Bean. Oh, that was just nice there from Jadarius Green, but he couldn't get anything out of it.
He tried to fight off Vince as hard as he could right there.
Racing towards the net there, tries to pass and it goes out of play. Troy ball again. And Behan will tell us Sahino Arroyo. Green with a large jump there, gets blocked there, and there's a foul there.
Yeah, they're just trying to shut down all those lanes, and Hood gets ultimately fouled as a result of that. See, Green is trying to make his way in. Watazik's guarding right there. I think it's going to be Vincent getting called for the foul as a result of that contact, and it is indeed the case.
Chris Vincent Jr. with his first foul, the team's first of the quarter. And on the shoot will be number 1 Jordan Hood. He's a senior, 6'2".
The first shot goes off the rim. Now, from some of the games that I was able to watch, Troy's not the greatest group from the line this season, but they do have some great shooters from the outside. So the line seems to be a little bit of a struggle for them this season.
Zoo enters for Warren, and they miss, and Hood misses both. Thurin had it, but it's turned over by Troy. For three there. Let's get it. Wasser back now. Passes over to Zoo. Saves it, but it's turned over by Troy. And now Hood's going in on a breakaway. Vincent tries to get in.
And went out of bounds. Looked like.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Now all I know is that Vincent made a nice play getting back right there.
It just
on that shot.
turnover. So Bien will go to his left, shoots for three, and he gets it. 5-point lead for Troy now.
And 5 points for Bean as well.
Evers tries to go for a two, and he gets it.
It's a nice response at the other end. First two on the night for Jackson E-Bears.
Wasser back defending Bean. Bean tries to go around him. Passes it over to Arroyo. Shoots it for three. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Watazik.
Didn't even have to move right there for that rebound.
Lobs it over to Wasserback. And there's a foul there.
Now, it was the jump by Arroyo that made contact there on Wasserback as he was trying to make that shot. I think he was trying to wait out the jump, but then Arroyo landed on him as he was trying to make that shot. So that results in that foul.
That will be Sahino Arroyo's second foul, the team's second of the quarter. And now Jack Wasserback onto the free-throw line. Wasserback this year, 14 for 23 is 60.87% this season. And he misses his first.
Scott and Warren now going to check back in.
And he misses both. Rebounded there by Salsa Arroyo. Over to Bean. Hood now with it.
Foul's called. And it's going to be an offensive foul.
So Salsa Arroyo, offensive foul there, his first of the game, his team's third.
So third for the quarter. All 5 fouls so far split between the Arroyo brothers so far. 2 for Savi and Zahino and 1 now for Sasa.
Watazik driving in. And he doesn't get it. Rebounded there by Troy. Hood now trying to drive in on his own. Doesn't get it.
What a block.
The ball is just going everywhere. And now Guilderland will get it back. Watazik looking to do the same thing. Will he get it this time? No. Second time? No. And now a breakaway for Troy. It will be Arroyo. Doesn't get it. And now Naimir Jenkins with it. Timeout.
Wow. That ball was just going everywhere except the hoop right there. Now we're going to take a look at what happened here. So the shot by Arroyo misses, and then Jenkins on the rebound. But right before that, we just had a bunch of shots just miss from both sides right there. But finally, Jenkins got that one to go on the rebound. Troy now the 5-point lead. I'm telling you, it's been entertaining so far, hasn't it?
It very much has been. Both games this year, or sorry, this game today have been. It's weird also, one, that we have a doubleheader. I don't think I've had this in.
It doesn't happen very often, yeah.
And also the fact that the bleachers behind us are not up because of the fact, I think, with a quick turnaround of games today.
I think back when there was a game over break, they only put out one set of bleachers too, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I kind of assumed that because there was going to be a couple games today, boys and girls, they would have put out both sets, but I guess not. But then again, at least they brought out the seats that have back support, so that's a little bit more of a comfy experience.
I can say that from experience. 21-16, Troy over Guilderland. 4:05 left. Nick Scott now with it. Ebers pondering, gets around, over to Watazik. Scott over to Watazik again. Watazik goes for it, doesn't get it. Rebounded there by Troy. And they will get out of it with Bean over to Hood, to Arroyo. Jenkins, Bean, back to Bean. Bean trying to drive in. Hard pass to Jenkins. Wasserbeck putting up great defense against Behan. And that will go out of play. It'll be Dutchman ball.
And once again, he picked up on that. Great defense there by Jack Wasserbeck. And Behan looked like he thought there was going to be a potential foul called as a result of that, but he didn't get it. It's a good defense there by Jack Wasserbeck to get the Dutchman the ball back.
So Evers with it over to Watazik. To Scott, to Evers. Thought about shooting it there. Goes for the layup. And there's a foul called.
So Ebers claps his hands after that. He wanted that one to go in. Just barely rolled off.
So there will be another foul on Troy. Their fourth of the quarter, almost in bonus territory. Kane Behan's first of the game. So now Evers will go in to shoot two. Makes the first. Evers entering the game with a 70.79 free throw percentage, 63 for 89.
So Youngzu back in the game right now for the Dutchman. He has a bit of a bandage over his eye. Just saw that because he was fouled earlier. They had to check him out afterwards.
And there's a violation there on the free throw. Zoo looked like he was going early.
Yeah, I saw that too.
There's a bunch of movement before that shot. So now Arroyo will take it himself. Over to Jenkins, back to Arroyo. Over the middle to Jadarius Green, and he'll get the two there. So he'll be looking to get 3 points here.
Foul is going to be on Zoo as a result of that. Is the foul there still enough for the shot to go in? Now Green goes to the line.
So that'll be Zoo's first foul of the game. Second for the team this quarter. And Green will make it. Watazik trying to find opening, goes to Wasserbeck. A long pass to Evers, he'll get it. Watazik, speed to get in. Wasserbeck fakes the three, throws it over to Zoo. Back to Wasserbeck. I mean, this Troy defense has just been great this game, and yet they're still trying to get the ball. Watazik shoots for three, and it'll be rebounded by Troy. And the ball is just going everywhere today. What else can I say? On the
nice
layup,
block.
Hood gets blocked, rebounded.
Oh.
Hood gets it back and gets the two.
Now it's turned over right to Hood, right below the hoop, as Zoo was trying to get the ball freed up, and it threw it right to the wrong jersey.
1:47 left in the game, or first half. Evers shoots it up, goes behind the backboard. 26-17, Troy over Guilderland. I also feel like this game's going by a lot quicker than I thought it would. It's very.
It feels like it's going by a little bit quicker than the last one.
I think it's because it's very fast-paced, very moving.
Yeah.
It's way different than football and baseball.
Yeah, it tends to be a little bit more slow-paced, the sports that we often call together. This one is a lot more fast-paced. There's so much more action taking place. It's always a lot of fun.
So Hood will have it. Over to Arroyo for three. No good. Evers gets it. Tries to whip away. Arroyo falls down. Scott trying to drive in. Pass over to Evers for three. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Arroyo, who just fell. Passes it over to Jenkins. Evers.
That's an offensive foul, yep.
Collided, and it'll be a foul on Troy, offensive foul. Jenkins' first foul of the game, the team's 5th, although there will not be a shooting foul. Less than a minute to go, 26-17. Troy over Guilderland. Evers with it. Over to Vincent. Stays in to Evers. Passes it over to Wasserback for 3. Doesn't get it. Rebound by Watazik. Weird shot there.
I feel like he was trying to draw the foul right there. Didn't get it, though.
He rebounded by Troy. Over to McBride. Hood now with it. They're trying to run out the clock. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. 25 left in the rest of the first half. They're trying to get as much time as possible here.
Still need to make an effort to find a shot here. And they get a whistle.
I think they took too much time on that one. It'll be Dutchman ball with 13 seconds left.
And this would be a big time to get a buzzer beater, down by 9 points right here. Troy's been really defending well, though. So got to make sure that you can get a way around it.
I mean, going back early in the year, there's a ton of buzzer beaters, regardless of level.
Yeah.
Are they going to keep doing it? And that'll go out of play, but it'll stay Dutchman ball. And subbing in is Jaquan Frere.
Xavier Arroyo's going off, so they're going to put Frere on for some defense here as Wasserback's going to inbound.
5.3 seconds left. Watazik gets it, drives in, goes for the layup, doesn't get it, rebound, gets the 2 there, and that will end the first half. They get something on the board to end the first half, 26-19. Troy, and very intense game. We've seen a lot of crazy plays happening early.
Yeah, lots of physical play so far. It's had a lot of good shot opportunities as well. It feels like we've had a lot of time where the ball's just been flying in the air, a lot of shot attempts that haven't gone, but so we're going to take a look at some of the replays here for the first half. So there's Xavier Arroyo, and then play here by Jordan Hood. There was a nice block made down low, and then this is the turnover to Hood. Zoo was looking to get that play away, and Hood saw the opportunity, and he took it right there. As I was saying, lots of physical play here. And then this is Ebers on the tie-up with Arroyo, trying to rip that ball free. It looked like he made contact with the face there. There was no call on that one. And then the play here to Jenkins. This is the offensive foul on Ebers. Just went charging in. Ebers got knocked down on the play. So Troy just not able to convert on that one right there. So final scoring update as well. Troy outscored the Dutchman 14-12. Let's take a look at that turnover. That was right before the final shot attempt. And then Nick Scott with the corner 3. A nice shot right there. He was near the line on it. And then this is play that Harry Matherin went down on. Watazik at the end. Just before the buzzer goes off, he got that one to go. Jenkins with a nice throw up right there as he got that to go in for 2. And then Behan, who's been very good from the three-point line this season, getting that one to go for Troy. Ebers some nice patience on that 2-point shot. And that is the first half for you in a nutshell.
So again, 26-19 Troy. It's halftime. We've got about 7.5 minutes until we get back. So sit back, relax a little bit before we come back to action here. 26-19 Troy. We'll be right back here on GHS Media. We're back. Troy up 26-19 against Guilderland. And I'm Anthony Bourne. Alongside me is Sean Cunningham. And Sean, what do you think the Dutchmen have done well this game?
Well, so far they've made some really nice plays on defense, especially on that side of the ball. They've had quite a few opportunities to get loose on offense. We haven't really seen them come to life just yet here tonight. Watazik has been the team leader with 9 so far. But, yeah, you got to get the offense going a little bit more, start things off. The defense has been playing pretty well, but we're going to see what happens here as to start the second half off.
And already a whistle.
So just like how the first half started with a stoppage in play just seconds in. This time, now it looks like having a bit of a discussion near the table. And now we're going to get back.
As the great Yogi Berra once said, it's deja vu all over again.
Yep.
So Evers will now have it. Watazic lobs it up to Scott. Scott misses it.
Just came up short right there.
Arroyo calling signs here. Arroyo drives behind the backboard. Back to the other Arroyo. Shoots it for free, doesn't get it. Rebounded there by Wasserback. Passes it over to Ebers. Moves around a defender there and a foul call.
So a quick trip to the line for Ebers. Be a second trip to the line tonight. It's going to be the second foul for Sasa Arroyo.
Again, Sasa Arroyo's second foul of the contest. Troy's first of the quarter. First shot is good for Ebers. Ebers now going for his second. And he makes both. So now Hood with it. Over to McBride. Back to Hood. To Arroyo. Hood now. One of the other Arroyo brothers. Hood going for three. Bounces, doesn't get it. Rebounded again by Wasserback. Passes it over to Ebers. Ebers stumbles, slides.
Another foul going to be on Sasa again. Going to be his third now. I just want to point out, too, a really nice play by Yeonzu on the rebound of that initial shot. He deflected it away and was able to get it loose so the Dutchman could start advancing up. And then at the other side, you have Ebers getting the foul call right there. And now he's going to inbound.
So Scott over to Wasserback to Zoo. Scott was wide open there, gets the two. It'll be 26-23 Troy. One possession game. Arroyo to Behan. To Hood, back to Behan. To Arroyo. Behan again. Takes a shot, doesn't get it. Rebounded there by Zoo, over to Ebers. Zoo calling for it. Gets it over to Scott. Ebers fakes, goes for the layup. Doesn't get the layup, but another foul there by Troy. Their third foul in 2 minutes. And that'll be on Jordan Hood, his first of the game, Troy's third of the quarter. So
already
Troy,
2:07 in, they've had three.
Troy already getting into foul trouble, and another time at the free throw line for Jackson Ebers. Makes the first.
Making him pay right now. 5-0 run for the Dutchman to start things off here in the third.
How many free throws does Ebers have already?
This will be his 6th attempt.
And he misses that one. That'll be Troy ball. After it goes out of play. Does that count as an announcer's jinx for me?
I don't know. I don't think it really qualifies as one right there. I mean, he didn't say he was going to miss.
He's been good all year. I think he'll make it, and I think that would be one.
Yeah, that would be one if you said, like, he's been pretty good at the line this season. But timeout called, 5:44 to go, and a lot of applause from the Dutchman side.
So it looks to be a Troy timeout here, 26-24 with 5:44 left. And again, that 5-0 run is crucial because they've gotten defended a lot this game. I mean, I think you could say this with the girls' game a few hours ago, but like it looked like that they were shooting well in the first quarter, and then it slowed down. Troy was able, or LaSalle was able to slow them down.
Yeah.
And it feels like Troy's doing the same thing. The boys today being able to go on a 5-0 run early, that'll help a lot.
It's a little bit of irony, too. Both teams were limited to 7 points in the second quarter of play, the girls and the boys so far tonight. And, you know, you give credit to LaSalle as well because they really slowed down their their offense really well. They were down by double digits for most of the first half, especially in the second quarter, and then they started battling back, getting their shots off. But here tonight for the Dutchmen, they've been combated pretty well by the defense of Troy. And so far, even though they're still down as of now, Troy's been getting a lot of fouls, as you mentioned. So far, the Dutchmen have just 2 combined in the first 3 quarters. Troy currently with 3 in this quarter. They already have 3 players with at least 2 fouls tonight, including 1 with 3.
Arroyo and Hood passing it back and forth between each other. Over to Green. Hood for 3. That'll be B in. Gets it. Crucial 3 for Troy there. Gets their first points of the quarter. Almost turned over by Troy. Wasserback trying to find an opening. Chucks it over to Watazik. He gets it.
Wow.
Watazik now driving in. Goes for the 2. Doesn't get it. Rebounded kind of by Scott. And that'll go out of play. Will stay Dutchman ball.
Thought that had a chance to be an own basket for a second. That deflection almost went in off the Troy player. Not sure if that would have counted for Scott or Watazik there. I don't know if Scott got a hand on it officially, but still Dutchman ball.
It'll be recovered there by Zoo in the corner. Passes it to Wasserback. Wasserback back to Zoo. Zoo goes for a bucket and he gets it. Back to a 1-possession game.
Great determination on that shot right there.
So Arroyo will have it. Passes it to Hood. Back to another Arroyo. And it's blocked there by Scott. And it'll stay Troy ball.
And Scott thinks it should be Guilderland's ball. But it's going to stay with Troy. But it was a nice block regardless. Now, Arroyo didn't get a hand on after the fact, but he thought that after the block he did. But Scott not going to get his case resolved in favor right there. Troy stays with it.
So lob up there to Bien. Bien over to Arroyo. To Hood. To Green. Green. No shot there.
And first foul for Guilderland. It's going to be the second for Zoo.
So it'll be inbounded there by Troy. Over to Savi Arroyo. Shot for 3 by Bien. Doesn't get it. Rebounded there by Watazik. Over to Eberts. In the corner is Wasserback. Wasserback trying to get around. Eberts now trying to find an opening. Over to Zoo. Zoo to Wasserback. Throws it to Scott. Goes for a layup. Doesn't get it. And it'll be turned back over by Troy. Goes over. It's going across this back half of the court. Doesn't get the rebound or the shot off. Rebounded by the Dutch. Eberts now trying to go through, and he gets tripped up.
Yeah, that was Sahino Arroyo on the way back. Tripping up Jackson Ebers right there. That's going to be his 3rd.
3rd foul for Sahino Arroyo. 4th foul of the quarter for Troy. Almost in bonus territory. They might need to be really careful if Guilderland keeps getting a lot of points like that 5-0 run early in the 3rd quarter.
And Troy so far has only made 1 basket so far, and it was the 3.
Watazik spins around him and gets it! A huge free for the Dutchman. Tie game.
That certainly brought the crowd to life right there. 12 points now for Watazik. 2nd 3 of the game.
What was that, a broken tackle?
I guess.
3:02 shot up there by Green. He'll get it. 31-29, less than 3 minutes ago in the 3rd quarter. Zooming in there is Warren. Wasserback now has it. Watazik calling for it. Wasserbeck trying to drive in, falls on top of the ball, and it'll be a timeout by the Dutchman. I would say a pretty crucial timeout there because it looked like Troy was just about to get a jump ball.
Yeah, I mean,
huge for Troy.
That's a great use of one right there. Keep the ball in your possession because you see, and with Wasserbeck going down, like there was a pretty big effort to get that ball back. You take a look at this replay. Arroyo just got sidestepped right there as Watazik got back and got that three. That was a huge shot. But yeah, that's a crucial timeout. The Dutchman taking that one right there. Because there was a pretty big opportunity for a jump ball, as you said.
And there is Mike Beadnell's Guilderland Dutchman team, 10-9 this year. I would say they've had a very good season this year. They've definitely rebounded from previous 3-win seasons before him. And especially with a big win over Shen, the first time in 13 years. That was a huge win for Guilderland.
Yeah, it's an amazing win for that team.
In Shen. And inbounded there. Vincent loses control of the ball, turned over by Troy. Now it'll be Jenkins with it, over to Arroyo. Passes it over to Bean. Back to Hood. Hood jumps up, and it bounces in.
Some good luck with the bounce right there. 9 points now for Jordan Hood.
Wasserbeck now getting pressured, over to Watazik. Throws it over to Zoo, over to Vincent, gets the free! Woo!
What a shot from the corner. Chris Vincent Jr., you can see the fire in his eyes after that shot. 6 3-pointers this season for the sophomore.
The barn is getting loud. Rebounded there, goes out of play and will be Dutchman ball.
That Jenkins just couldn't fight that rebound free for his side. Says Zoo was going for the rebound as well. Jenkins got the last hand on it. He got it to go out of play.
Watazik will inbound. Over now to Wasserbeck. Warren just running in. Watazik spins, goes towards the basket.
Ooh.
It'll be a foul. We'll give him 2 shots though. It'll be on number 2. That's Nymir Jenkins, his 2nd foul of the game, his team's 5th.
And Watazik made a really nice spin move to get that shot off, but as a result of it, he gets his first trip to the line.
Watazik makes his first, back to a tie game. Can Guilderland get the lead here?
93 of 110 prior to this game.
And he'll get it. 34-33 Dutchman. Almost a minute and a half to go in the third. We've still got another quarter to go. You might need to stay strapped in here, folks.
It's a tight one here tonight.
Hood over to Bean. Bean for 3, gets it. Dutchman now down by 2. Inbounded by Watazik. Zoo over to Wasserbeck. Wasserbeck trying to get around. He's getting pressured a lot. Tries to find any opening. Picked off by Troy. And it's just an easy breakaway for Savi Arroyo to get 2. 2-possession game now. Warren tries to get through. Picked off again. Another turnover. Savi Arroyo now trying to go for it. And it was a little bit blocked there by Watazik. It's a scramble for the ball. Warren now has it. He trips. No whistle called. Troy now has it. Now it'll be Jenkins going for it, and he'll get it.
Wow.
There's so many turns of events here, man. Troy now getting all the luck. Many turnovers by the Dutchman. They'll have one more shot. Watazik now falls. Troy gets the ball back. And now it'll be Jenkins going for another layup. And just like that, I think it's an 8-0 run.
Wow.
Can they get another shot off? Warren will shoot it late, and it'll do nothing. 42-34, Troy at the end of 3. The Dutchman just had the lead.
It feels like the lead was so long ago now after that run. Troy goes on a 9-0 run after the Dutchman had a trip to the line with Watazik getting 2 free throws. And as I was mentioning earlier, there's a time in which there was only one Troy basket. Guilderland was getting back in this game, and then all of a sudden, you see Troy with the 8-point lead as we enter the fourth quarter of play. And the Dutchmen, after leading Troy for most of that third quarter, end up outscored for the third consecutive quarter. Troy, with the final total, they led 16-15 at the end of the third. But what a crazy turn of events has just taken place here in Guilderland.
Well, like I said earlier, we still got a quarter of basketball to go. 8 minutes left.
Now the fourth quarter was the turning point for the Dutchmen last time out against Shen. They ended up being tied with them at the end of halftime and entering the fourth quarter of play. And last time out, it resulted in a big win for them. They outscored them 20-13 in that fourth quarter to win 57-50. And that win resulted in not only their first win over Shen in 13 years, like we mentioned, but it was also resulting in their first 10-win season since the 2021-22 season. So it was a big win in many ways last time out, but now the Dutchmen looking for another comeback here in the fourth as they're down by 8 to the Flying Horses.
So now it'll be Troy ball as we begin the fourth quarter. 42-34, again, Troy over Guilderland. Arroyo over to Bien, blocked by Vincent, stays in play. Now Hood has it. Passes it over to Jenkins. Jenkins over to Bien. Now Hood's trying to drive in. Jenkins over to Arroyo for 3. Stuck.
Wow.
So anticlimactic.
So we had that happen with the girls against Albany too.
So
and now it happens in this game.
Ebers will get the ball now. Over to Watazik. Very well defended is Troy. Warren goes to drive in. Turnover by Troy. Rebounded by Zoo over to Ebers. Turnover. Ebers all alone gets blocked, but it'll be Dutchman ball as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, there was no foul as a result of that, but Ebers not able to get the shot off there. But Warren set to inbound for the Dutchman.
Warren to inbound, over to Vincent. Blocked by Troy. Watazik now shoots it, doesn't get it. And a whistle blows here. That will be a foul. And I think that will be on Vincent. Yes, it will. Vincent's second foul of the game, the team's first of the quarter. And Hood inbounds it to Arroyo. So now it'll be Jadarius Green back over to Hood. To Bien. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins tries to get the rebound. Picked off by Guilderland. Watazik now with it. Lobs it up to Warren. Bodies are flying. The ball goes from behind. And that'll be, the shot clock wasn't, oh my.
What is going on here? The ball's still in play.
And Watazik gets the bucket.
What just happened? What is going on here?
This is an absurd game.
I thought the ball was out of play for a second, then all of a sudden they started going back to the hoop.
How far did the ball go up in the air?
See, I'm telling you, this has been one crazy game so far. That was also, can I mention, that was the first basket of the quarter. We hadn't had a basket yet this quarter.
It's been a long day, folks.
But yeah, here is So Warren took the shot attempt. There was only 2 players beneath the hoop. They knew that the game was going on. And then Watazik at the very end gets that shot to go for 2. He's now up to 16. Yeah, I think we definitely needed a breather after that one because,
of course,
wow.
This happens for our last broadcast, too, with the season. Well, potentially.
It's a way to wrap up the regular season with this kind of game. Everything is happening, and we don't know what's going on. But I also can mention, if we get a little bit of a stats update here, Watazik has 16 tonight. He now has scored at least 15 points in every game played this season. That is an amazing stat.
An incredible offensive threat for the Dutchman this year. And he's done it all 4 years.
Yeah.
I would have to say.
Yeah, and as of now, his season total, from what we have written down, it started out at 471 prior to this game. That means he's now 13 away from 500 total this season.
So Troy now with the ball after the 2 points by the Dutch. Dean throws it over to Savio Arroyo. Only 2 Arroyo brothers in right now. Spin move by Savi. Blocked there by the Dutchman. Rebounded there. And a foul.
It looks like it's going to be on Vincent. He can't believe it.
And it will be his 3rd foul of the game, 2nd of the quarter.
So Watazik tried to knock that free, and then Green got tied up with Vincent. So maybe he thought that was going to be a potential jump ball right there, but made some, I guess, contact that resulted in the foul there.
5:36 left in the 4th. Bean driving in.
There's
gets
a foul.
Pushed. And another foul for the Dutchman. Now they're the team in foul trouble. That'll be Lee Warren's 1st foul of the game and his team's 3rd for the quarter.
And just a bit of a push off near the out of bounds line, so that's going to result in the 3rd foul right there as we get back to action.
Arroyo for 3. No good. Watazik with the rebound. 2-possession game. Dutchman down 6. Watazik might go in all alone. Doesn't get it. Picked off again by Troy. And a breakaway for Hood. Gets the basket. 44-36 now. Over to Evers. Evers now driving in. He falls down, but rebounded by Troy. And a lot of unlucky turnovers this game for Guilderland has caused this now looming deficit here. Hood now gets it off of Watazik, and he'll get the rebound. A long pass there to Evers. Evers trying to drive in, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Troy. Hood.
He didn't put enough on that shot right there. It just came up a little short.
There's still time. Arroyo to Bean for 3. Gets it. Dutchman now up by 11. No one knows where the ball is.
And no one went to retrieve the ball. Time's still going.
They are now bleeding clock. And that'll be almost turnover by Troy. Vincent now going in. Doesn't get it, but the whistle blown.
Looks like a foul on Green.
And it looks to be Jadarius Green's 1st foul of the game, the 1st for Troy this quarter. And now Vincent will go to the line, 2 for 2 today. Doesn't make the 1st. Wasserback now subbing in for Evers. Just halfway through for the 4th quarter, excuse me, 47-36 Troy. And Vincent misses both after making his first 2. That ball goes out of play. Zoo now coming on for Vincent. And that will be
Looks like Dutchman ball.
We'll take it.
We will take it, especially down by 11 at this point.
Watazik drives in, goes for the shot there, doesn't get it. Warren over to Wasserback. Fakes it, spin move Wasserback. Jumper, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Troy. Hood now driving. Over to Arroyo, doesn't get it. Stays inbound. Arroyo falls. The ball's going everywhere. Watazik. Breakaway, gets the 2.
It's another instance of everything flying around, it felt like. So Watazik gets another 2. He's now up to 18.
Almost a dunk there.
It's a near dunk right there for Green, but he'll take it.
Down by 11. Almost 3 minutes to go. Dutchmen need to act fast if they want to stay in this game. Wasserback. Over to Zoo. Rebounded there by Troy. Taking their time with it now.
And they got a pretty sizable lead. They can afford to take some time here, but now.
Timeout on Troy. 2:45 left in the fourth quarter, 49-38. Time, I would say now is looking dreary for the Dutchmen.
Yeah,
but
I mean.
Still a chance.
There is still a chance. It's getting a little bit slimmer as the time goes on, but there is still a bit of a chance remaining. Troy's currently outscoring 7-4 here in the fourth quarter of play, but this has been a very, you look at the scoreboard, you wouldn't figure it's to be a very exciting game, but it's been all over the place
a lot of things
here tonight.
Like the ball getting stuck in the hoop.
The ball getting stuck in the hoop. Players not realizing that the play is still going on. The shot clock went off at the wrong time.
The ball is going everywhere.
The ball goes everywhere.
It goes through the sky. We've had a pretty good game.
So what a crazy end to a season. We've had so much happen tonight, it's felt like.
So Arroyo over to Hood. Back to Arroyo. Over to Bean. And now a 3. Missed rebound by Vincent. Now Evers trying to drive through. Doesn't get the layup.
And big tie-up down there is Arroyo and Wasserback fighting for that one.
Trying to see what happened here because it wasn't a jump ball. It was a deep Dutchman ball.
It looks like Troy's getting it.
I thought Watazik was going out.
Now they're lining up below the hoop there. Now we get another whistle.
So that was a jump ball. I see the possession arrow now.
Yep.
And now it'll be Dutchman.
So we got there eventually.
There we go. Also taking a look at the scoreboard that you are not seeing on your screen, but from our vantage point as Evers goes for a 3 and makes it, our scoreboard, as it's seen on the screen, is 49-41 Troy. Troy now advancing across the court. I gotta say this quick so they don't score, but from our vantage point, as he goes for a dunk, so I can't even say it, from the scoreboard here, it looked like
it hit the top.
41 to -19. Now it is 51-41. It got me there. And as you can say, anything can happen right now. The ball hit the curtains that are hanging above the gym right now.
To add another random occurrence to the many numbers of random occurrences we've seen tonight, hit the top of the curtain.
The refs don't know what to do now.
We've seen it all tonight, it's felt like.
What else can happen? I think anything can happen at this point.
Yeah, it's going to start. Now, they don't know where to place the ball right now because it hit the curtain. So they're discussing that right now. And it looks like they're going to place it beneath the hoop here. So Jordan Hood is going to go over to inbound.
Now, maybe it's because I don't know basketball that much, which I shouldn't be saying on air. I don't know how that's still Guilderland balls. Hood goes for 3, doesn't get it. Over to Bean. Down 10. There's still a chance, but now looking rough. Bean going for three, doesn't get it. Rebounded there by Evers. Evers now trying to get it to Watazik. Doesn't get the layup. Rebounded by Troy. Arroyo over to Hood. So another turnover for Troy. Over to Green. Dunk!
It's his third dunk attempt of the quarter. He gets another one there.
Over to Vincent, to Evers. Evers.
It's fouled.
Lots of action there. That'll be, I believe, number 15. That is, excuse me, I said his name right earlier.
Zahino Arroyo gets the call. It's his fourth.
I know the name. That's his fourth. Watazik for three. Long. Air. Rebounded by Zoo. Over. It'll be Zahino Arroyo.
He wanted to try go for a dunk too. Surprised that even went in.
Crazy dunk attempt there. He did not want to be fouled there. Turnover by Troy. Blocked there by Watazik. Evers now going. Vincent for free, doesn't get it. Zoo going in for a layup, doesn't get it. Over to Watazik. Watazik trying to shoot, doesn't get it. Ball's going in the air again. Zoo gets it. Can he get points? Yes, he can.
And a quick timeout taken, 32 seconds to go. Those guys were running back and forth so much they might have just been doing the fitness gram pacer test. That was a really big back and forth right there. So many plays going back and forth, back and forth. And Zoo finally got it to go on that one. 32.8 to go for a wrap-up of what has been a crazy night of basketball here in Guilderland. And Troy with a 12-point lead, and they have in all likelihood clinched this one here tonight.
And before we go off the air today, we just want to say thank you to our GHS Media Department for helping us run 2 games today, back-to-back. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. It's been a very eventful evening here at Guilderland High School. And for this probably being our last broadcast of the year, we will not be back here until March for our first boys lacrosse game on Thursday, March 19th against Colony. That'll be at 5:30. If you want to hear me back on the call for a baseball game, you're going to have to wait till April. Sorry about that. That'll be on April 13th at 4:15. That's a Monday.
Other than that, you're just going to be stuck with me in March. Sorry about that.
It's only a few games.
Paul
only
goes out of
game.
play.
27 seconds left. So Troy will go 13-7 on the year. Evers falls.
Wasserback's going to get called for the foul here. 24.2 to go. Ebers fell down behind the play, and Wasserback had the contact there as we get some substitutions in. Bobby Keys.
Second foul for Wasserback today, 4th for the Guilderland Dutchman. And so now they're getting into foul trouble as they will send Savi Arroyo up to the line here. That'll be Ebers' first foul of the game. Team's fifth, excuse me. Two shots here for Savi Arroyo. That'll be first made for Savi. Dutchman now down 15.
$12 points combined for the Arroyo brothers tonight. Sasa with 4. Savi with 3 and Sahino with 5.
That'll be jumped up in the air. Evers now going. Drives in, gets the 2. Will they foul him? They're defending well, but they will not foul. 7 seconds left. Zoo still trying to defend, and that will do it. 56-45 final. Troy will defeat the Guilderland Dutchman here today. And I mean, a pretty eventful game, especially for my first broadcast.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Say we had so much action taking place both games today. The Dutchmen, unfortunately, though, will fall on the afternoon. They had a pretty eventful end of the season with 2 wins on the road at Albany and Shen, but their final game at home ends in a loss to Troy, 56-45 the final. But it was surely a wild game. Wild one for you, too, as the first one. But very entertaining watch tonight. We hope you all had a lot of fun watching both of these games here today.
Do these games stay the same level of craziness when you're calling, or is it just me? So the Dutchman finishes their regular season 10-10 overall with an even 500 record. Again, Troy will finish 13-7 in their regular season. We're hoping we can get a home sectional game for Guilderland, but that we don't know yet.
Yeah, we are not sure about the schedule yet, but regardless, we're sure that once we do get a schedule, we will find out if we are covering that game. But if not, you will be able to hopefully catch that game on huddle.com. Once again, go to hudl.com if you want to catch that one potentially.
And so that'll do it tonight here at Guilderland High School. Again, 56-45 Troy. Thank you so much for watching this game. I'm Anthony Bourne.
And I'm Sean Cunningham.
And remember, it's always great to be a Dutchman. We'll see you in March for our next sports broadcast. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.